Yeah, you heard a little devastation there in the open for good reason. Last night, friend of the program, family of the program, suffered a torn Achilles tendon on his fourth play as a member of the New York Jets on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. And now what takes place afterwards is the Jets go on to beat the Buffalo Bills in an overtime classic where a punt gets returned in walk-off fashion. So the Jets fans should be ecstatic. The Jets fans should be elated. The Jets fans should say on September 11th at home, this team that had a lot of hype around it beat one of the best teams in the AFC, the kings of the AFC over the last few years. They get the big-time dub, and this season is off and running. But instead, Jets fans are feeling the same exact way that Jets fans have felt basically for the last 20 years. I don't want to go back in time too much, but I had a chance to chit-chat with a friend of mine who's a diehard New York Jets fan. He's also like eternally pessimistic as a human being, let alone the fact that he's a Jets fan, which makes him automatically pessimistic. Sure. His name's Michael Cole, okay? Michael Cole is certainly this little rat bastard, okay, is how Vince McMahon described him. To me, he is an idol, a hero, and the greatest wrestling commentator of all time. He's also a suffering Jets fan and a suffering Mets fan and a guy who's been on the road for 25 years and has only missed 2 shows in the entire time. We're talking misery times 1,000. When Aaron Rodgers joins the Jets, his first thought is, we're going to ruin it. This is the Jets. Something's going to go wrong. He's going to get in there. He's going to get into a fight with somebody. Oh, we're doing Hard Knocks. Great. He's going to get so mad about Hard Knocks. One of these coaches is going to be talking about Aaron behind closed doors. Hard Knocks people are going to let it out. Aaron's going to hate him. All of a sudden, we got the Green Bay Packers situation all over again. This is his actual thoughts and statements. So pessimistic that anything great was going to potentially come from the Aaron Rodgers New York Jets franchise just because this is how the Jets have operated for so long. Then, when Aaron Rodgers gets introduced on September 11th, comes jogging out of the tunnel with that American flag. And the place goes absolutely bonkers. You got Jake Paul over there, Aubrey Marcus on the side. You got the ayahuasca boys sitting on the side of this entire thing. Aaron comes out, flag wearing, MetLife Stadium turns into Jet Life Stadium. It's going insane. Get a text from Michael Cole that goes, it's real. It's actually happening. This is, oh my God, he says. This is the greatest night the Jets fans have had in decades, he said. My dreams and aspirations of winning a Super Bowl could be real here. He's on the field in a Jets uniform. The place is going crazy, and we're on Monday Night Football to kick off the season. About 4 minutes later.
Man.
Fourth play. Now, the first couple plays were not great. He was running for his life then as well. And there's a conversation to be had about the offensive line and Aaron Rodgers with the cut block because the ball has to come out quick, but how Aaron Rodgers plays and what Aaron Rodgers has said about the cut block situation with the offensive line, that's going to become something now because the Athletic reported it. We'll talk to AQ Shipley, our offensive lineman, in about 10 minutes to break that whole thing down. But on the fourth play, Aaron Rodgers gets tackled by Leonard Floyd, and he makes a play that is pretty routine, pretty standard sack. Now, it's on turf, which is now becoming a huge part of this conversation because this particular turf has certainly jeopardized careers in the past, and I think they've changed it to make it better, but it's still turf. It's not grass. The players have gotten very loud about why is this not grass, and now the story of the offseason and of the NFL is potentially ruined in part because there's turf there. Are you happy now, owners? Let's put some grass in, is what all players are saying. So we think it's just a little bit of a tweak of an ankle. Has to be. Then the internet, the experts.
That's right. A lot of them.
A lot of experts.
Damn near everybody.
And we've gone through some times here on the internet where people were experts on stonks. And people were experts on NFTs. And people were experts on crypto. And people were experts on COVID. And people have been experts on everything that has come in. Somehow, the app formerly known as Twitter has the ability to make everybody an expert on everything. But with that being said, if you go ahead and snoop around, you can find the really smart people on X, and their immediate diagnosis was, you see the reverberation on his calf right there?
That's right.
I've seen this 1,000 times. That's an Achilles. That guy just blew his Achilles out right there. Now, he walks off the field. They put him in a boot. He walks in there. They put him in an X-ray, which came back negative, and everybody, I mean, the experts found this out last night. X-rays aren't for tendons. We get it. I've had a bunch, okay? I've had 4 knee surgeries. I think I understand that. But I didn't fully understand why they had him walking on a boot or getting an X-ray. But a lot of smart people on the internet were saying it's an Achilles. It's like, well, he would just say it's an Achilles because, like, every human that's ever had an Achilles issue has said, oh, I just blew my Achilles. How do you know? Well, I didn't know what it felt like until
now I do.
This is what an Achilles is. So I thought there was still a chance this was a lingering calf issue. Something up in the calf. Maybe he just pulled it. Maybe it'll be a 5-week, 4-week, 6-week type of strain, and he'll be back. I was holding out optimism until Saleh comes up to the thing and goes, yep, popped his Achilles. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, can't say that here on ESPN.
Shoot.
2, 3, 4, 5. That is basically what Saleh said whenever he came up to the podium.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment, I think all of us, I don't want to say or sound too dramatic. I had a tough time sleeping last night.
Oh, yeah.
I had a tough time enjoying that game last night.
For sure.
I had a tough time doing a lot of things last night. And obviously, he's alive and he woke up this morning. He's this and he's that. But for our particular program and for the NFL as a whole, this was the storyline.
Yep.
This was a dream. This was a story that was going to be told for 20, 30, 40 years from now because NFL Films is in there documenting it all. So this was going to be preserved. And then it all just gets David Copperfielded. 4 plays in, just didn't feel right. Now the whole speculation is, will Aaron sign up for the 8 to 12 month rehab of Achilles heel at 38 years of age with only being 4 plays into the New York Jets organization? Will that be enough to tempt him to want to stick around and go through the hell that is a physical therapy rehab session for a surgery of this magnitude at that age? No traveling, no ayahuasca, no darkness retreats. Well, this is a lot of pain and a lot of tough days whenever you're rehabbing something like that. That's conversation that's had by a lot of people. I think what people need to remember is that Aaron Rodgers is one of the most competitive humans on earth.
Yep.
So what I've been told from people close to Aaron Rodgers in his circle, and a lot of people would assume that is me, that is not me, but I am friends with most of the people that are in that circle, and I have a microphone that I speak into for 3 hours every single day, and then 3 hours on Saturday, and then 3 hours on Saturday night sometimes. So I don't want information, and I don't think I would be a person that Aaron would ever say any information from. But what I am hearing from people close to Aaron is he is obviously devastated. This is a very, 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 very bad morning in Aaron Rodgers' world. Aaron Rodgers put everything into this. Aaron Rodgers had a brand new body guru, was in the best shape of his life, energy-wise, felt like he was 25 again, 26 again, had a whole new building to kind of win over and to influence, had a whole new fan base to impress, a whole new season, a whole new potential legacy being written in a new city for a Hall of Fame career that's already been created. He went all in for this. For it all just to disappear before even getting to reap the benefit from that, I personally, and this is with no information from Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he's going to go out like that, just personally.
No.
I don't. Now, this has been talked about a lot, but he doesn't have kids.
Nope.
Doesn't have a wife.
Nope.
Okay, so you hear a lot of Hall of Famers speak, and they go, you know, I wish I was around more for my kids. I wish I would have been a better husband for my wife, who's normally there. They get a 15-second clap, but it's normally something. And what they're saying there is like the commitment it takes to be in the NFL is a big one. The commitment to be great at anything is a big one. You're going to have to sacrifice some stuff that most basic humans that aren't able to get to that type of thing don't have to sacrifice. So time and empathy and energy and family is normally something that kind of gets put away. Family is normally a driving force for why guys retire. And it's been talked about a long time about Aaron, who's a gypsy. He's a gypsy hippie, does his thing. They talk about him not having a marriage or kids. I think in this particular case, with how much he invested, with what's going on at home, I think he's coming back. I don't think he goes out like that. He's committed to a couple years to the Jets already. Now, the Packers won't get a number 1 for this particular season. It'll only be a second rounder. Packers don't care, though, because Jordan Love's a guy, right? We beat the worst team in football this past weekend.
Hell yeah.
Let's just keep it moving, the Chicago Bears. So I think we see Aaron Rodgers again, but I think the next 8 months are going to be miserable for him. So let's make sure we send him positive spirits and positive vibes. And congrats to the Jets on still getting a win without their trigger man for 99% of the game last night.
Yep. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.